Well, all right, guys, here she is. What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. I'm Christie. This is a special episode for me because, well, I'm not on track. That's usually the special episode, but this is something that's really cool too. Wanted to bring you guys along, give you a little bit of an update of what's going on. You saw a little sneak peek there in the intro, but before we get to all that, I want to give you guys an update about the Roush EcoBoost Mustang and what's happened since last fall. This is the last time I did an update for you guys. I know it's been a while. I had a handful of emails and instant messages on Facebook asking when I'm going to do a face-to-face video and give you guys an update. Well, here it is. Hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and get right to it. So first things first, guys, things have changed. And I went into the winter trying to sell the Mustang. It didn't work out. I did end up selling the Focus ST, so the EcoBoost Mustang became my only car. I drove it all winter long. I put some Blizzaks on it, and she did really well. I mean, as you can see, ice, snow really wasn't that big of a deal, going up and down hills. I didn't have any incidents. I luckily didn't have anybody hit me or anything like that, because that was really my biggest concern. Not me driving, but yeah. So anyways, speaking of the driving part, I actually think it made me a better driver on the track, just being able to have more seat time in the car, get some sideways time in the slipperiness, and I think that made me a little more comfortable as well going into the first track day. But before we get ahead of that, let me tell you what I had to do to get the Mustang ready for winter. I mean, this thing has a half cage, race seats, and all that kind of stuff, and all that is not really conducive to good daily driving. So I went ahead and I first pulled the seats out, pulled the cage out, put everything stock back the way it was, and then I took the big turbo out. Yeah, I said in the last video that I thought I was probably going to do that. I did it. I'm doing it. I sold it to a friend, and he's going to be much happier with it than I was. And I'm now back on the stock turbo. Got a nice tune from Ryan Martin at PD Tuning though, so she's running really good. And so far this year I've been faster than ever, and I'm attributing some of that to that, but a lot of it to driver mod as well. Again, driving the car all winter, getting more experience behind the wheel. I've got a lot of Forza as well, and GT350 Mustang, so a little bit kind of feel stuff and just a little bit extra practice. So I think all that stuff kind of helped a little bit. But you let me know in the comments if you think Forza and winter driving in your race car maybe makes you a better driver or not. I don't know. I think so, and I'm going to go with that. But let's go ahead and skip ahead now to what I had to do then to get the car back into track ready state. Now, I told myself before I didn't want to track the car if it was my only car, but I'm addicted, and I sat around all winter again watching videos and playing Forza and getting prepared, and I knew I wanted to get back on track. So I wasn't sure when and how, but I ended up deciding that I was going to try grid life out for the first time, and the first round one event was at Mid-Ohio, which I'd been there once before a couple of years ago, but that was running the club course, not the pro course. So high competition. I mean, you're competing times against other people's times. So it's pretty intimidating, but I have a lot of work to do. And it started with getting some tow hooks. I needed tow hooks front and rear to be able to be, within my, class rules or whatever. I don't know if for HPD if you have to have them for time attack. I know it said you had to have them. So I went ahead and I got the Ford Performance front tow hook. That required me to, just drill out a few holes here in the bumper and mount that. It was nothing really too difficult. It still was pretty hard, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I had to do the rear, and for that I went with the Vorschlag, and I really liked this design. It was really easy to install. First time removing the rear bumper, but it was really easy to mount. I recommend this one. Doing the Ford Performance, you end up having to lose your reverse light. I didn't want to do that because I know I'm still going to be daily driving the car, so just didn't want to go that route. And this year I decided I was going to try and just run the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's again. I ran them last year. They got 10 track days out of them. They did really well. I like the predictability of them, really good in the wet, and really good on the street for just driving around. So I'm going to try those out again and just see, if running different pressures and things like that, just maintaining them a little bit better if they would last me a little bit longer. I'm also running a little bit more camber this year, so I've now moved up to -2.1 in the front and negative 1.7 in the rear. That's a change from negative 1.7 and negative 1.2. So it's a pretty significant change, but I can go a little bit further, I think, still, and be streetable and definitely get a little bit better, turn and response and stuff like that on the track. So may mess with that pretty soon, but for now, that's where we're at. And the car, it didn't take me but a couple weeks to really get things set up. I did end up adding a stainless works downpipe. It's a catted downpipe, just to really help things flow a little bit better for that small turbo. I should have did that when I had the big turbo, but I kind of run out of money, putting money into other things, and it wasn't required that I had to do it, so I didn't do it. But now this year I wanted to make sure that that was just all done. The car sounds way better. I'm really happy that I did it, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing it a long time ago. Stainless works just because it's a little bit better quality, and the sound is unique. So with the MRT Y pipe, the Roush axle backs that come on the car, it's probably no one else probably has this combo out there. So very unique sound, and I love it a lot. So let's get a little bit further now into the first event. Now the car's ready, I'm ready, but I haven't signed up yet. And it almost hurt me to the point where I couldn't go, and I probably would have kicked myself really bad for it. But luckily, I was able to get one of the tickets, the first tickets that came available, and somebody couldn't unfortunately make it, and I was able to buy their ticket and go. And I had a great time. That area down there is really nice, and we actually ended up having really good weather too, which was awesome, because I still would have won it, of course, if it was crappy, but the whole point was I wanted to go get some good, dry days on the track to start the season, get back to Mid-Ohio, of course, just because it's such a, awesome historic track, but to compete and to start my first event, my first time on track, I did a competition for 2019, it was pretty cool. And it gave me a lot of incentive to push the car a bit. Of course, I had, my track insurance through Haggerty, but, I still was pushing the car a lot. I felt more comfortable pushing the car a lot, but I still think I just kind of had a limit that I'm not really aware of. Now I go back and watch a video, I can kind of see it, but it's one of those things where you're 3.5 hours away from home. It's the first track day, or the competition track days, whatever of the year. You don't want to break stuff, and I didn't want to do that. I was one of the only guys that actually drove my car to the event. Most everybody brings my trailers, so I'm just such a noob out there, but I had a good time. I did rent a garage, so I was able to bring all my tools and had all my stuff, and switched out brake pads, all that kind of cool stuff. But I had a real good time. I finished 10th out of 26th, so it's not too terrible, but not good enough that I was really itching to sign up for more events. I did come home and looked at, go right away and sign up for the Midwest, because there was still some spots open, but I didn't do it, and it's okay, because, in the end, I'm not quite ready to compete at a full level. In other words, I'd buy like a gold pass and just, try to go to every event that I can, qualify for finals at the end, but I'm just not at that point yet. So with that, went ahead, completed all, whatever you want to call it, did all those things. And then the next weekend, I was at Waterford Hills for literal first open track day. Just did some instructing, but I did get an instructor session, which was kind of cool, getting on the pavement for the first time in my car, on the new pavement that is. And it was really smooth, really nice, and I was able to set a really fast time, like 3 seconds faster than the previous year. So I attribute some of that to the track itself, and the rest towards just improvement on my own in the car a little bit. So with that said, it was time for bracket racing. And I ran out there for the first time bracket racing this season, and did not do very well as far as, competition goes, but I was able to, maintain, speeds or lap time still in the 118s there at Waterford Hills, so I was pretty happy with that. And then I was able to get out to M1 Concourse for an open track day there, got invited out, and always have a great time there, and I was able to set a really fast time, also about 3 seconds faster than last year. And the track's the same. So again, driver mod there, I guess, and a little bit of updates with the car. And and then back out at Waterford Hills again for another bracket race weekend. Wet, it wasn't good. The first day was hot, and the car didn't really run very well. Had overheating issues again. The second day was nothing but rain. It was terrible, and I had just made a change, and that was to some new tires. I don't want to talk too much about those tires right now because we're going to do an update about those in the new video coming up pretty soon, kind of let you guys know about them. But they did not do very well in very heavy rain, and I had some issues, and I got off track pretty quickly. And yeah, it was not good, and I just kind of called it a day right there. After that, though, I've been back out on Waterford a couple times for a private track day, rental, and then open track day, just doing some instructing and get some more laps. And then the last time I was able to get out, I was actually able to set a new personal best and get into the 117s, which at Waterford Hills is pretty good. I think there's still a little bit more room for improvement with my current setup, but maybe 116s, those 116s. We'll see. There's still some time left in the season. I have a couple more bracket races left on the schedule that I'm not signed up for, but I have credits for. And then maybe I'll sign up to do the rest of them. We'll just kind of see how weather is. I got a lot of stuff going on now that will take some of my interest and whatnot too. And I want to start saving money for a truck. That's a pretty important thing. I want to get a truck and trailer. That way I can start trailering my car to grid life or wherever I decide to go, so I don't feel like such a noob. It's part of the reason why I'm not ready. I need to get things in better shape, and where I'm at now, this location is definitely going to help that. So that's where we're at now, guys. I don't know. I don't think I missed anything too much in there. If I did, I'll go ahead and I'll post it down in the comments, give you a little bit of update on that. Maybe we'll cover it in the next video. So, oh wait, I did forget something. So the heat issues I was having, I did end up putting in a new radiator. I put in a Mission motor radiator, and it did not help me one bit. I still had heat issues. So I do have a turbo blanket that I'm going to try to put on, see if that helps at all. Hopefully it does. If not, I may just have to go do some hood ventilation with a new race hood, and then I guess fuel system. But all right, guys, before we end the video, let's go ahead and take a tour around the new shop. Well, all right, guys, here she is. So it's just a pole barn. It is 33 feet wide by 20, or I'm sorry, it is 33 feet long and 24 feet wide, 10-foot high ceiling. So I just put some tarps up just to kind of block off the, brown wall. It doesn't look good. It's not the best look. I don't want to paint it though, because painting press board is not easy. So tarps it is for now, hanging things like this. But at some point in time, I'd like to see if it's okay with, the landlord. Maybe they'll help to, duck some money off the rent or something. But to go ahead and at least from here over, all the way over to the door over there. But rough frame that all out and drywall it, sand it real nice, paint it, or hang some kind of paneling or do something just to make it look better. So we'll see what options I have from there. But a lot of space here, and easily pull the car in, do a lot of work on it without having to have my jack at an angle, that kind of stuff. Now over here, I just got some cleaning supplies, hanging things up. I'm gonna probably do some things a little bit different. All this stuff here is gonna be off the ground at some point in time. I just need to build something. Speaking of building something, I did this yesterday, and yeah, it's working out pretty good. I have all the interior pieces for the Mustang up there, seats, front, rear, all the panels from the back, since it's completely gutted. I do want to get a big 60-inch screen TV up here or something at some point in time. I do have internet capabilities and stuff, so I got an antenna coming that way I can use my Xfinity Wi-Fi. I'll stream YouTube or whatever right here, upload videos. So I have a nice little work area to edit videos if I want to. Otherwise, I'm only a few miles from home, so I don't have to do that. But it's nice to have that option. In the wintertime, I have heat, so I just, I need to make sure we get some of these doors resealed, because there's some spots that it's broken, cracked, and just need to have all that replaced. Over here, though, we're going to remove these tables, put some freestanding cabinets up, and over here at the door, I'd like to do something to kind of seal this up a little bit, just to kind of keep the heat in the wintertime, but we'll see. We have several months before that's necessary. Both these doors are 9 foot by 9 foot, so that's plenty of room. I should, if I get a trailer at some point, should be able to get a trailer in down here okay. All right, that's going to be a wrap for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, smash the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think I should do here with the new garage spot. You know, what can I do to the walls? What should I do down here to the floors? That type of stuff. If you got some banner ideas, you know, anything I can do to make this place better, I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate you guys watching. Until next video, peace.